For the first time since the inauguration of the 10th Senate, senators across party and regional divides passed a vote of confidence on the leadership of Senator Godswill Akpabio. This is in response to insinuations that an alleged plot by northern senators to impeach the president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. National Assembly correspondent Jesu Adeoye has details.
Senator Abdullahi Yahaya, a former leader of the Senate, says he is disturbed by recent rumors of an impeachment plot against the president of the Senate. The lawmaker, who represents Kebbi South, says it is particularly worrisome that northern senators are always being accused of hatching such plans, despite several attempts to affirm their solidarity to the leadership of the Senate.
For anybody to bring division across ethnic or regional lines is undermining the progress of our democracy and is undermining the capacity of this institution.
A motion was then moved on the floor of the upper legislative chamber to pass a vote of confidence on the leadership of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, as president of the Senate, his deputy, Senator Jibrin Barau, and all principal officers of the 10th Senate.
I think it is important for some of us that are probably being seen as the frontliners to say, without consulting my friends, my colleagues from the north, that I move that will reinforce a vote of confidence in both you, the Senate President, and the Deputy Senate President, and the entire leadership of the National Assembly in this regard.
And I assure you that the comradeship and the bond existing between us in the 10th Senate will continue.
The Senate hopes that this show of solidarity will be a strong indication of the unity in the Red Chamber of the National Assembly and a public show of support for Godswill Akpabio as President of the Senate. In another development, a bill to create a legal framework for any transaction involving large corporations and small and medium enterprises has killed second reading. The proposed legislation intends to create certainty, transparency and adequate protection for interest creditors and debtors to promote the availability of capital and credit.
It is a practice whereby a company, having supplied goods to a buyer, then goes ahead to sell the invoice to a third party who assumes the responsibility of collecting the debt owed to the supplier.
If we have opportunities backed by a bill like this to discount some of these receivables, I think it's something that most corporate organizations will be very, very happy about.
The bill has been referred to the relevant Senate committee for further legislative action. Jesu Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, says rural inclusion is necessary for economic growth. He made the statement at a roundtable discussion organized by Tropical General Investment to help promote rural development. We have details in this report.
In celebration of the 30 years anniversary of the Nigeria Economic Summit Group, TGI brought together stakeholders in the security, economy, and other sectors to discuss how best rural communities can be included in the economic development plan of the country.
In what we'll call rural areas, and who are happy for us to live in cities. And in fact, in a way, subsidize us by giving us cheaper vegetables, cheaper meat, cheaper fish, cheaper rice. And of course, the ability to support them has remarkably increased because technology has now made it possible for extension services, for information.
The Chief of Defense Staff, on his part, says Nigerians must be conscious of how they portray the country and the international stage, and also that security is everyone's business, most especially at the rural level.
Security is everybody's responsibility. Because the security forces are just how many? They can't be everywhere. So everybody has a role to do. You see something going wrong, you report. You have done your own bit. And that's why it's important that we need to do that. And from primary school, we need to bring out these issues so that our children will grow up with this security mindset. That's what is lacking in Nigeria. We don't have it. People feel it's not their business. It's supposed to be for the police. It's supposed to be for... No, it's everybody that needs to do that. Very important. And then we have to look at our police. No nation develops without a good police. No nation.
For TGI, the aim of the discussion is to make sure that rural communities are fully represented and included in the economy of the nation.
More engagement needs to happen. Those rural people that have been pacified, that are now sitting there trying to earn a living, need to be pushed further into that earning a living so that they have something to lose. And hopefully these conversations that we're having will further contribute and enhance that relationship between the urban wealth, like I said, and the rural production centers, who in some instances have been left behind.
It is believed that governments will continue to engage development partners and rural communities to include them in their economic plan.
And the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribado says a sizable number of illicit arms being used to commit crimes in the country originally belonged to the government. The NSA's remarks is following the destruction of arms by the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, the center that operates from his office. He explains that the weapons ended up in the hands of non-state actors due to corrupt elements within the security agencies. The NSA condemns the security personnel who facilitate the movement of weapons to terrorists, bandits, and other non-state actors, assuring that government will do everything possible to ensure that the country is safe, secured, and protected.
The exercise is a major focus of the center and a decisive step in our concerted effort to address the challenge of arms proliferation. By destroying unserviceable, obsolete and recovered arms, we are demonstrating our commitment to a secure future for all Nigerians. All illicit arms, not only unserviceable, all illicit. Any weapon that is taken is out there that is through illegal process. We have laws that govern ownership of arms. If you do not follow it, it's an illegal arm and it's supposed to be destroyed completely. The federal government of Nigeria, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, remains committed to providing the necessary support to the center towards ensuring the safety of every Nigerian.
Elsewhere, Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, says the Nigerian Air Force will be taking delivery of 50 brand new aircraft between December this year and 2026. Air Marshal Abubakar made this known at the second biannual meeting with branch chiefs and air officers commanding in Abuja. He said the force has successfully inducted 12 aircraft into its inventory over the past year, describing it as a remarkable achievement. Air Marshal Abubakar encouraged the officers to maintain high standards of professionalism, integrity, and loyalty as they contribute to the overall mission of the Nigerian Air Force.
Over the past year, we have successfully inducted 12 brand new aircraft into our inventory, and God willing, we shall take delivery of additional 50 brand new aircraft between December this year and 2026. This is a remarkable achievement that I have not witnessed in a very long time, and indeed, these are exciting times that demand innovative thinking, resilience, and dedication. I'm confident that under your leadership, the men and women under your command will rise to the occasion and excel in all tasks set before them.
The Niger Delta Development Commission has flagged off the distribution of over 45,000 mobile tablets to students in Bayelsa State. NDDC Managing Director Samuel Ogboko describes it as the biggest educational intervention in the country and a demonstration of President Tinubu's commitment to holistic development of the Niger Delta.
This new initiative is to promote educational development, particularly e-learning. The NDDC is doing this with the distribution of books for students and tablets to enhance e-learning.
We plan to distribute 5,000 tablets in each state. The children of the Niger Delta also deserve to have these opportunities, these tools, to be able to compete with their contemporaries around the country. Because the people that patronized this in the past were people in the Lagos, Kano, Abuja, Port Harcourt maybe, but not people in our communities. So we felt that we need to deploy these tools to enhance their education, and that was how this program was birthed.
President Bola Tinubu's educational policy prioritizes improving education with new innovations and technological advancements. These, the NDDC says, it will partner with digital firm ULesson. This is expected to improve access to education and foster growth and development.
I welcome the development of the ULesson tablets that they've come to issue to each of the school in Nigeria for advanced learning. It's very encourageable, and I really appreciate what they've done for the students.
The role of government and agencies like the NDDC as a middleman, as a go-between, to take very, very powerful products like ULesson and put them in the hands of the average person cannot be discounted. And so I want to salute the vision of Chief Ogoku, the vision of the staff, the management of NDDC in making today a reality. We've set it up in a way anyway that you won't be able to use TikTok on it. You won't be able to use social media on it. This product is expressly to improve you and develop you.
I will say to NDDC, a very big thank you for giving me these tablets. I will use to learn, and I will make sure my learning will be increasing.
The NDDC says arrangements have also been made to train teachers on the use of the ULesson tablets to ensure the success of the program.